Is that him? This is an entire movie in like 3 minutes. I swear it feels like this song is sang by 4 different people. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or in case you're new here, welcome in. Hello, my name is Landy and I do reactions every now and then. And today is one of those days. In case I'm super awkward today, I'm very sorry about that. I have not filmed a video in a while. First up, I had 2 months of semester finals in university, and then I went to visit my family for 2 weeks, 3 weeks? 3 weeks I think, because due to the final exams I hadn't seen them in so long because I do live in another state for uni, which turned out to be online anyways, but yeah, so basically within the last 3-ish months I've barely sat in front of the camera at all, so I'm probably gonna be super awkward. I'm very sorry about that, but I do owe you guys a DIMASH reaction, and don't worry, I didn't forget about you. But the problem with my DIMASH reactions is that for some reason there's always so much to discover in his performances and in his songs that my reactions always turn out to be pretty long. I just was like, if I'm gonna make a DIMASH reaction, it's gonna be really long, and I will probably take 2 weeks to edit that, and I won't have the time to. So here I am. I did not forget about you, don't you guys worry. And without further ado, I'm sorry for that super long, super irrelevant intro, but I always like to keep you guys, you know, up to date with me, because I know you're probably here for DIMASH, but in the end it's my channel and it's kind of about me, you know? Hi, I'm Landy. I am kind of the subject of this channel. Watch my subscribers drop. Anyways, let's go. Did I even mention what I was doing today? I think I didn't. Wow, I'm really so out of the loop with my own routine. Anyways, today we are gonna be reacting to DIMASH Be With Me, which is unfortunately gonna be breaking my streak of reacting to DIMASH songs with an S, because for some reason the last 3 songs that people did request were always with an S, which was really fun. But I did see a lot of requests for Be With Me, and at the time when I released my last DIMASH reaction, it was pretty recent. I don't know if it's recent anymore. Like, that's what the pandemic did to me. Like, I swear it's still 2019. But yeah, Be With Me. And actually most people said I should check this song out due to the music video and not so much due to the song, or probably also because of the song, but like the music video was highlighted a lot in the comments, so that's why we're gonna be checking out the music video instead of a performance. If there is a performance, like everyone just said music video, so music video it is. And I know there's like a bunch of other songs that a lot of you guys would like to see. I get so many recommendations for DIMASH that I feel like there's no way that I could like do the perfect DIMASH journey for everyone, but I am trying to do my best to always react to whatever was recommended the most in the last session reaction. God, where did my English go in these 3 months? If whatever you wanted to see next is not this, then just feel free to drop whatever your recommendation is again into the comments, and I'll do my best to, you know, continue this journey as best as I can. And I'm very sorry if there's like a little bit of time in between the DIMASH videos, but there's so many things that I still want to check out in K-pop, outside of K-pop, outside of music entirely, so I'm sorry if there's a little bit of a wait in between. I hope you can stay patient, and maybe some of my other videos are interesting to you guys as well. If they're not, I just hope you can be patient. Otherwise, just forget I exist for the next month or so. That's gonna make it easier. All right, let's go. Wow, I said so many things and I forgot to mention my expectations. Well, it's pretty easy because with DIMASH, I basically don't have any expectations apart from I expect a crazy note somewhere in there, most likely a high one, but it could also be low. Like, whenever there's a new DIMASH song, I'm always wrong with my expectation. It's kind of like with BTS and with EXO. Whatever I think it's gonna be, it's not. So I just think there's gonna be a crazy note in there somewhere because that's something that he can do pretty good, and I think it's probably gonna sound pretty amazing. That's my expectations. Let's go. Is my sound on? It is. I didn't expect to laugh in this.
I see you looking my way, and I can feel it when I just from your baby. I see you.
Am I? Yeah, I am watching a DIMASH video. All right. So when I said earlier that it's always something I absolutely didn't expect, I absolutely didn't expect this. Like, all of the songs I've listened to so far had a bit more dramatic approach in common, and that's not here so far in the first 10 seconds of the song. I didn't expect to laugh, and I did not expect this laid-back sound. All right.
Look at my way, and I can feel it when it's driving me crazy. Yes, I feel the right energy, and I want to go along with me. Show me what you got, baby. I see move your hips so perfectly.
Get ready, everybody.
naughty.
Is that him?
She's so naughty. She wanna party. Oh, I'm falling in love with your smile. I promise you're gonna be mine. Nobody's gonna love you like I do. I can feel the one that I need.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do have to like put a little pause in here. I know some people don't like pauses, but I need them to sort my thoughts. This did absolutely not go the way that I thought it would go. And that is even though I said I didn't have expectations, and still it managed to break my expectations completely. All right, so the song began rather high in his range, or like not in his range, rather high in a normal person's range. And then he dropped really low. And for a second there, I was like, is that even him? Like I mentioned in my previous reactions that I'm a sucker for lower register. I'm a sucker for low voices, deep voices. I don't think that that was his best deep notes. That was one of those moments again where I was like, is that still him or is there someone featuring on that track? Because it really didn't sound like him anymore at all. And just as I began to settle into this rather chill and this very unexpected vibe of the song, it went kind of to what I low-key expected, like his more dramatic approach, like his more musical opera approach to singing. Just as I stopped expecting that, that exact thing came back. All right, he's really just out to confuse me. I'm gonna go back a bit. I want to say it kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson in a weird way, but I feel like I don't really have the right to say that because I'm 24 and honestly, for the longest time of my life, I thought Michael Jackson was already dead and then he died and I was like, oh, that was Elvis Presley actually. Please don't hate me for that. I was a child. What I wanted to say with that is that I kind of missed Michael Jackson's peak time because I was just too young. So I really only know his like biggest hits, but I do kind of get a similar taste from what he's doing here with this voice. I'm sorry that I'm talking so much, but like it really reminded me of some Michael Jackson songs that I've heard before. That approach that he's going for right here in that part of the song. He's so good looking though. Oh, look at that smirk. Did you see that? Heartbroken, I'm telling you. It is him, right? I swear it feels like the song is sang by 4 different people. I'm loving this music video. It's basically a movie. You go, boy. Oh, look at that. That is such a nice shot. How she's like right in the middle. It's so symmetric. I want to... it's such a pretty shot. And I actually feel like the fact that over here and over here isn't exactly the same gives it that little bit of realness that it needs to not look completely staged. I'm sorry. I went to movie school. It's a really nice shot. It's so nice. God, her entire outfit, her entire like makeup and her type and her hair, everything about her fits so perfectly into the scene. Thank you guys for recommending this. I guess some of you guys really do know me a bit by now. I'm gonna take you away, but don't let if you really want it, so don't you. Yes, I feel alright that you and I want to go home. Man, he kind of looks like a prince.
It's ready. Everybody. She's all naughty. She wanna party.
God, I can smell the thirst comments from here. I did want to make a comment about how good looking he was. I think I even said it. I wanted to make more comments about how good looking he was earlier when he was still dressed, but now I feel like it's kind of inappropriate to go there, even though I guess we're both adults, but still, I'm a professional reactor. I don't need to talk about his very, very, very good looking looks. This is an entire movie in like 3 minutes. Oh, that was neat. Sweet. This music video is so expensive. Like, dude, there's so much money in there. All right. I wonder how that's gonna continue. Okay, I do have some opinions about this. Alright, I would say let us jump into the big screen so we can actually talk about this for another minute or two, or maybe 3, because it's me and I just cannot stop talking. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so that was DIMASH Be With Me, and for the first time when like the music started up, even though I had seen DIMASH in the flesh in the music video before it happened, as soon as the music started up and the first notes came in, I was like, is that actually DIMASH, or did I somehow stumble into the wrong video? Maybe it's a parody or something. So first up, I love how this video was really humorous in a way. Actually, let's scrap that and let's just say I loved the video. Was it my favorite music video ever? Nope, it wasn't, but I really did enjoy it. It was very nicely made, as in like the camera work was really nice. I did like the editing on it. It was a bit out there, but it did fit the style of the video. It looked great and it looked very attractive. I'm sorry, like my English kind of flew away in the 3 months that I was just studying in German and a bit in Korean, but basically my English really suffered. But yeah, it was really nice to look at. The locations were great, the styling was great. I feel like the entire concept of it being a little bit of humorous, but also having this little bit of a, I don't want to say Bond movie, because I don't think I've ever watched an entire Bond movie, or have I even seen parts of a Bond movie? I don't remember. But to have kind of this little bit of a chase going on in there, the entire storyline, even though it was of course rather predictable, it was really fun to follow along with, and it did go great with the song. But I do have to say, the song felt like a flex. Well, actually the entire thing, including the video, felt like a flex because that video was expensive. But yeah, I also feel like the song felt like a flex because he really went ahead and played with his voice a lot. Like I said during the reaction, I felt like this was 4 people singing it, maybe even 5, but definitely not 1. So if I just heard this on the radio first up, I would have never guessed that this was DIMASH. Of course, I only know 3 or 4 songs of him so far, but still, I would have never ever guessed. Even if you would have given me a choice of options, I would have probably not picked DIMASH ever. But he really went there and tried around a lot with his voice, and he did some very high lines and some really low lines and just some stuff very in between, and he just really played around with what he's capable of. And of course he's capable of a lot more, but that would have probably not really fit into the song, even though the song, I don't want to say it was messy, but it was a bit all over the place, but in a way where it all kind of fit together anyways. Okay, here's my judgment, and this is coming from someone who's not a musical professional. I'm I'm simply, you know, a listener, someone who's trying to get into DIMASH at the moment, and I have liked all of the stuff that I've listened to from him so far. And I don't want to say I hated this, but I do have to preface this with saying that I've basically loved everything that I've seen from him so far, or heard from him so far, because there's always the kind of people in my comment sections that only listen to the first 3 words of my sentence and then start getting angry before I even get to say like the entire thing. So I don't want to say I hated this, but I do have to say this was not my style. I feel like for me this was a bit too laid back in a way. Like, I'm a real sucker for dramatic music, and that's actually what DIMASH has consistently delivered so far. So far my favorite is probably Screaming from him, because that's definitely the one that I've played the most out of the songs that I've listened so far. It's got like infinite replayability. I once listened to it 8 times in a row before going to the next song. But yeah, he's got a lot of these really nice dramatic songs, and most of the ones that I've listened to so far are definitely best to like see in a live setting where they're performed. And I feel like this one actually differs from that a little bit, because this one isn't that much relying on the live performance, even though I feel like a live performance of this could be really interesting just to actually see all of these voices come out of his mouth live. But at the same time, I feel like this was rather different from what I've seen so far from him, and it wasn't bad at all. It was pretty good if you're looking at it objectively, but subjectively it just didn't really hit my taste, and I don't really see myself listening to it again unless there's a really good live performance. But I think like for actually listening to it in my free time, I feel like this is the first DIMASH video that I've done so far where I feel like I don't really feel the urge to listen to the song again. And please don't take this the wrong way. I feel like he's super talented, and I feel like this actually did showcase it in a way, but it just wasn't really my taste. I feel like this is the kind of song where he just sat down and he was like, you know what, I want to do that thing. And I'm happy for him that he did that thing, but that thing wasn't really my thing, if you get what I mean. Anyways, if you don't hate me because I dared to somewhat dislike a song, I don't even want to say dislike, I guess I'm neutral. Like, I didn't hate it, I just don't really feel like listening to it again. But yeah, if you don't hate me because I didn't love something that you requested for me to check out, then feel free to drop down your recommendations. I just bumped my hand into my desk, that happens so often. Anyways, feel free to drop me down below in the comments whatever you would like for me to check out next, if you still want to see more from me, because I do know there's some people that like, as soon as I state my honest opinion about something that isn't like, wow, that was the best thing ever, they leave because wow, that's gotta be a lie. But please trust me, I'm always trying my best to be 100% honest and 100% fair, but of course I'm a human, I have subjective opinions, so don't hate me please, I love you guys. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, I do hope you had fun. If you like my content, please feel free to follow me. Down below are my socials, so follow me wherever. I don't really know where I wanted to go with this sentence, but also if you want to see more, feel free to watch any of the videos linked over here. That's all my other DIMASH stuff that I've done so far, and some other stuff because I also do other stuff. Alright, I'll see you guys next time, bye bye.